Hey everybody, how's it going? Got a couple things to talk to you about and show you today. But before I get into a small discussion about stuff, let me show you a couple of pickups. Picked up a couple more of these Jolteon tins, $18 each. I've showed you these before. You can still pick these up at a pretty good price. I mean, $18 for one of these tins, that's a good price. So I picked these up, and you can still pick up Evolution blisters. These are these sleeve blisters. I like these because they're I don't have any of these Evolution ones. You know, there's four artworks. There's Charizard. They're in a sealed bag. I'm not going to take them out of the bag because the seller sealed them up pretty good. Blastoise, Raichu, and Venusaur. Right? Yep. So anyway, I got 23 of these for $220. It's less than $10 a piece. And the reason why I picked these up is, of course, because you can get Charizards out of them. You know? So anyway, I picked up those items, and I was going to talk to you about, I've been mentioning this in a couple of my videos about going with the flow. And what I mean by that is, this is the flow. Charizards, okay? Even beat up Charizards are worth picking up. This Charizard here is beat up. I got this as a gift from Red and Blue. I keep it in the desk drawer. This thing just keeps going up in value, even though it's beat up. And you might look at it from a distance and go, that's not that bad, right? But there's like a spot here of like glue or wax or something on it. And, I mean, it's not nowhere near perfect condition. But this thing is going to be worth some money someday, more than you think. And when I talk about going with the flow is, you can pick up cards like this that are mint condition and put money in them, and they're going to go up, okay? But you're better off putting money into Charizards, because Charizards is the it card. It's like the Black Lotus of Magic. And just to give you an example of cards that are beat up worth a lot of money, I took a couple photos months and years ago of some Black Lotuses, and I'm going to show them to you because you can't find them on eBay, because eBay, after 6 months, stuff gets deleted. So I'm going to show you this one. Look at that. That is a Black Lotus that looks like somebody ate a chunk of it, and it's got burnt mark on it or something like that. Look at that Black Lotus. This is what it's sold for. Look at that. I took a photo of that, and it's on my phone. Look at the condition of that card. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Charizards are like Black Lotuses. Okay? Now, yes and no, because they've not reprinted the Black Lotuses. But out of all the Pokemon cards, that Charizard that I just showed you, the first one, is the one that everybody wants. So it's like a Black Lotus. So yeah, you know, Black Lotuses are more rare, okay? Because they only made 4,000 of them ish, right? But there's a lot more people interested in Pokemon than Magic, okay? So the fact that the Black Lotuses are more rare gets counteracted by the fact that Pokemon just has a lot more people interested. So then look at this one. I only have two. I only saved 2 of these photos. Look at that Black Lotus. Look at that. And look at the price. And that's sold. You know, maybe it didn't sell for all that money, but it sold for probably a couple $1,000. Look at the condition of that. I at one time had a guy, when I owned my card store, he had a Black Lotus, and I asked to see it because it was pretty beat. And he pulled it out of the binder, and normally a card is stiff, and when he pulled it out of the binder, it went like that, because it was basically like a Kleenex. It was so wore. It had no strength to it. I didn't buy it off of him. I could have bought it off of him for the price of one dual land, which at that time was like $15. Okay? But I didn't, right? You know, for whatever reason. Should have, though. I regret buying it, because that Black Lotus would be probably worth a couple $1,000s right now. It would be worth more than the price of the dual land, which has gone up a lot since then, okay? So like I say, a dual land is $15, you know, 15 years ago. Now that same dual land is going to be like $500, okay? And at that same time, like a mana drain like this was worth actually more than the dual land. Okay? And the dual land has surpassed the mana drain partly because they reprinted some of these too. But like, you see what I'm saying is like, if you buy something, I'm always talking about investing. So the best thing for you to invest in is something that's going to go up faster than something else. Okay? So in my opinion, anything that's sealed that's older is going to go up faster. And this is not older because it's X and Y, but it's getting older. So this is going to go up good too because it has Charizards in it, you know, the XY version of this. But these are older and these are going to go up faster. Then these are going to go up. Okay? So you're better off putting money into a Charizard or a sealed product that's older. Okay? That's my whole point of telling you about this. And condition does matter, of course, but for something that's in better condition, you're going to pay more money for it. And in the future, I'm telling you, look at those Black Lotuses. People paid a lot of money for something that was totally destroyed. Okay? Because of the scarcity and the rarity of it. So if somebody wants to own a Black Lotus, their choice is to buy something like this for a couple $1,000, or buy something that's in better condition. It's going to be $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 because the price on these just keeps going up. You know, I won a Black Lotus in a tournament one time. The guy that I beat got so mad he almost flipped the table over. You know, to everybody's surprise. And he got a green mox, and he was mad about that and threw it down on the table. And one of the other guys like, well, I'll take it if you don't want it. He's like, no, I'm going to take it. And that green mox is worth a lot of money too now because it's been years and years and years ago. And my whole point is, like I said, the stuff goes up. It's rare. It's hard to find. So if you want to maximize your investment dollars, try to pick things that are rarer that you can afford that are going to go up. And you can pick up these beat up Charizards for a decent amount of money. Like, you know, this Japanese one I bought with a set of other cards for $400. Okay? So this might have only really cost me a couple $100 if I want to sell off the other cards. Or actually it's sort of free if you think about it, because the other cards will definitely pay for this. I showed you in that last video what they're worth. So you can make investments into Pokemon, and you can get things for free, basically. You know, you can always try to open packs up like these and get lucky, but that's more of a type of a risky lottery type thing, because you know, it's you're not guaranteed you're going to pull the card that you want. And my point is, you know, sealed product is always good, but these Charizards are the next best thing, you know. And I would stick with the older stuff. That's pretty much what I wanted to share with you. And that's, like I was saying, is if you try to go against the flow and pick up something that you think maybe somebody else, or it's like, what would be a good example of something like going against the flow? If I had to take a guess, like, you know, some other Charizards are popular, but like this is a Neo 2 one. I did some research and found it. So this isn't the original Charizard. It's worth some money, but nowhere near what the old ones are worth. So if you think something like a different kind of Charizard, or maybe see what would be a good example, you know, like thinking that maybe these old legendary birds are going to go up. They're going to go up, but they're not going to go up as much as a Charizard. So if you put the same money into something, you're better off buying a Charizard. And more people are buying these, and I think that the price is going to go up more and more because more people are aware of this. I keep hearing people talk about the 25th anniversary, and I'm like, I don't even want to hear about the 25th anniversary. I don't think it's going to make much difference. I could be wrong, but I'm not buying stuff now because there's going to be a 25th anniversary next year for Pokemon. You know, if it helps the investment, that's good. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna count on it helping the investment. So anyway, I just want to tell you that you can't go wrong with these old Charizards if you get them at a decent price. And even if you pay more for them than you think you should, you know, it's just gonna take a short period of time, and then they're gonna go up, and you're gonna be sitting in the black. And when I say sitting in the black, that means black is the profit area, red is negative. Red is when you lose money, black is when you make money. You know, so anyway, have a good one. Talk to you later. Give me a like.